Hello everyone, it's DA here, and for new players, here are 5 mistakes to avoid when building an amp, or your next one. Apart from the free one you were given when you jumped into the plains of Eidolon or into cities, bigger is always better. When you want to build an amp, I will advise you to go straight for all 3rd tier amps. It is better and cost efficient. You want to get out there as soon as possible and be effective too, so you don't have to farm for resources all over again when you want to build something better, at least for the meantime. So in this situation, I will advise you to go big or go home. Next thing to avoid is farming resources without resource boosters. While there are chances of you farming more than one unit of an item, resource boosters will double your rewards and save you extra run. Imagine having to go out there and farm 20 items. Now imagine instead of going out there 20 times for the same item, imagine just going out there 10 times and also still getting the same item 20 times. Also remember to equip mods that will highlight loot all across the maps or the plains of Eidolon. A Smita Kavat will also be helpful because it can also be useful in some times when it can double your resources that you have in your rewards. So that is very important to know. Up next is something that is obvious, but most of us don't think about it, and that is balancing your syndicate reputation. While it is important to acquire items for the quills, it is also important to level up your Austrian reputation. This gives you the best selection of fishing and mining gears, and you get to buy blueprints that will make farming certain resources also faster and also possible. Most items required for building a tier 3 amp can only be found by mining rare gems and farming rare fishes. The 4th mistake to avoid is farming all your resources in the day cycle. While it doesn't primarily affect mining for gems, items like the Kuthal fish, the Nork fish, can only be found at night, and Citadel Swifts are more common at night as well. So check your pond and ocean hotspots, avoid farming in public as it may affect your speeds in and out of the plains. Know the requirement for the amps and different blueprints, and bring something stealthy so you are in a situation where there is less interaction with unwanted NPCs like the Grenier or the Sentients. Lastly, I will say avoid being rushed or intimidated by people because it could lead you to an extra work and you ending up with a tier lower than you wanted. Most squads work better with all tier 3 amps, but you should also research what each part does and what fits your playstyle. Remember that you can use parts from all tiers and disregard the first steps. The amp you craft is unique in all the multiverse, where you end and it begins. So this is something that you have to consider, as your amp doesn't always have to fit with something someone else is doing. But also remember, in the worlds of Hunt and Eidolons, bigger is still better. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this is helpful, and please leave a thumbs up if you find this video useful, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you very much once again for watching. Hope you like this, and I'll see you in the next one.